Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Bonn, Germany. It's game day 9 of the Basketball Champions League, and we are live in Group D with some action between your host, Telekom Baskets Bonn, and the visitors from Poland, Stelmet Zielona Gora. You see the German fans finding their way to their seat as we are just 10 minutes away from tip-off here in Germany. Group D has been a very, very tough group for both of these teams. This is actually a matchup between the two bottom teams in Group D, with both teams coming in with a record of 2 wins and 6 losses. We take a look at some of the other action going on in Group D. Besiktas getting yet another victory, this time over Ostend. So that brings them to 7 wins and 2 losses, puts Ostend at 4 wins and 5 losses. The rest of the action still ongoing. Aris and Schenberg just wrapping up. And we'll see the standings here in a second. You'll see again, Stelmet Zielona Gora, 2 wins and 6 losses. The identical record for Telekom Baskets Bonn due to the number of points difference. Stelmet has the advantage right now as the 7th in those standings, Bonn in 8th. So obviously the victor here tonight would change that. Bonn has a chance to go to 7th, but neither team will catch up to Aris or Avellino on this particular game day. But we do know that everyone is striving for one of those top 4 spots. That's how you qualify for the playoffs in the Basketball Champions League. You finish in the top 4. Teams 5 and 6 qualify for FIBA Europe Cup. And obviously the 7th and 8th team, you don't want to be down there because there's no further action for them. So we see here Zielona Gora getting their shots up. A couple of guys to look out for. As you take a look at their lineup, Dragicevic, the big man inside, averaging 16 points per game. And you have Martinez Jasevicius, the shooter, number 13, the shooting guard, 29 years old. He's at about 11 points per game. He's their go-to shooter on the perimeter. And the big man inside as well, Armani Moore, who's actually a bit of a wingman, but he is their rim protector at 1 block per game. Meanwhile, now you see Bonn, a couple guys, Anthony Delio there in the corner of your screen, still getting some shots up, Klein as well. We take a look at their roster. A team relatively young, but Josh Mayo is their engine. He's the veteran, 30 years old, the point guard. Had 28 points last week against Ostend in a 2-point loss, hit 6 threes. But he's going to need help from Malcolm Hill. Comes off the bench, he's just 22 years old. Remember the first 2 games of the year, he scored 28 points in each. Now his average is down to almost 14 points, so they really need a boost from him. And then you have Ron Curry, who has continued to struggle from the perimeter, just 6 points per game for the shooting guard. Can he use his experience tonight to get a win for this Bonn squad? Player introductions now for the 2 teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the team and support of Stelmet Zielona Gora. And here's the giant in the lineup. Number 0, James Florence. Number 4, Armani Moore. Number 8, Philip Macha. Number 12, Jaroslav Mokrov. Number 13, Martina Vijevicius. Number 16, Boris Zawovic. Number 17, Jakub Der. Number 18, Vladimir Dragicevic. Number 22, Tomas Kilati. Number 34, Adam Chrysandiok. Number 35, Przemysław Zamoyski. Number 55, Lukasz Kozarek. Head coach, Artur Gronek. Assistant coach.
So that is the Stelmet Zielona Gora team. Playing in the Polish league at the moment. Polish champions. And now we have the team from Bonn.
International wird von der Bank vorgestellt. Aber trotzdem gilt, positiv denken, rausgehen, kämpfen und siegen für Bonn. Hier ist unsere Mannschaft. Hier sind die Telekom Baskets Bonn. Hier ist mit der 6 Tomislav Sucic. Unsere 7 Konstantin Klein. Voller Fahrt voraus, hier ist mit der Nemanja Djuricic. Die 9, Julian Gerbe. Mit der 10, Julian Jasinski.
So the two coaches for this team, first for Stelmet Zielona Gora is Artur Gronek. Meanwhile, for the Bonn team, it's Predrag Krunic. And again, both of these coaches pretty much desperate for a win at this point as they look to turn around the Basketball Champions League season here on game day 9. Teams will be able to have a break over the holidays, so this is in fact the last game day of the Basketball Champions League in the 2017 calendar year. So we expect both of these teams to leave it all out on the court. Expect a great game, a lot of intensity. We'll have a look at the referees here shortly as we also give you the starting 5 for both teams. For Stelmet, a team that comes in, they do have the advantage in a couple of categories, whether it's three-point shooting inside the arc as well. They also lead in assists. They have the advantage. But one part they do rebound. You see the referees here: the French referee Johan Hosso, Spanish referee Luis Castillo, and the Croatian Luka Kardum. The 3 referees responsible for today's action. But again, Stelmet, they're not a very good rebounding team. There's 33 rebounds per game, near the bottom of the Basketball Champions League this year. And it's really 29 rebounds per game if we take just the actual group phase games. The starting 5, Lukas Kozarec, Jesevicis, Kaladi, Mokros, and Dragicevic. Thomas Kaladi, another one of the shooters, comes in 6.5 points per game. So with him and Jesevicis, we expect them to put a lot of three-point shots up. They average about 9 combined from beyond the arc. And there you see Artur Gronek, the head coach for Zielona Gora.
The starting five: Zielona Gora, number 12, Jaroslav Markov, number 30, Martina, number 22, Thomas Kelaki, number 34, Adam.
But they have been in some pretty some tough games. They come in with a 4-game losing streak. The last win was against Avellino on game day 4. So as we take a look now, the Bonn starting 5: Josh Mayo, the point; Anthony Dilio, the shooting guard; Jorman Partos Bartolo, small forward, great defender; Nemanja Durasic inside alongside Julian Gamble, the big man, averaging 12 points with just 30% from the free throw line. It's been his Achilles heel so far this season. Can he finish off plays at the free throw stripe? You see the coach there, Coach Grunic, giving his players some last-second instructions. We're just moments away from the opening tip. You also see Malcolm Hill there on the screen. He'll be coming off the bench. He is a scorer, but he's also very, very good in the passing lanes. Comes in with 1.6 steals per game. Leads this team in steals. And this is a team that lost by 2 last week against Ostend. Tough loss in Belgium there, but they did beat Avellino 2 weeks ago by 8, and then lost by 1 to the group leaders Besiktas 3 games ago. So think about that: 2 losses in the last 3 games by combined 3 points. The season can be going very differently for Bonn if they close out games kind of in a different manner, a little bit more execution perhaps. So we'll see what happens here tonight at home for Bonn as the starters get ready to head out. Jesevicis, number 13, again the shooter. They do have 4 players averaging double figures to Zielona.
Die Telekom Basketball gegen Stelmet Zielona Gora.
And we We are underway. Game day 9 of the Basketball Champions League is live here in Bonn. Bonn in the white, Zielona Gora in the green. First possession of the game. You see Dilio looking for Gamble. Mayo, some two-man action here. Mayo kicks it out to Dilio. And the three-point shot is no good that time from Bartolo. Well, that's Bartolo, more of a defender than an outside shooter. And a turnover. Numbers now. Oh, behind the back pass. Fancy. Right off the bat. Duricic to Gamble. The two big men connecting on the fast break. Perfect. What an exciting way to start the game. Here's Jasevicius. Kozarek, the point guard. Passes on the open shot. Mokros right through his hands and another turnover. So not a positive start so far for the boys in green. Here's Duricic in the mask. Protect his face. Looks to Gamble. And a little bit sloppy play, but possession stays with Bonn. Dilio now has it. Shot clock down to 5. Dilio tags, kicks it out. And Bartolo, he missed that first one and still able to get the layup off before the shot clock expires. Bolas Bartolo passed on the corner 3 and got all the way to the hoop. And a touch foul there on Duricic as Mokros was getting ready to make his move. We'll take another look at the drive from Bolas Bartolo. Kind of an awkward finish, but positive start for Bonn here in the opening minutes. And the pass inside. Oh, the layup is blown by Herkanyuk. Meanwhile, Duricic looking to go to work on the block. Finds Gamble. Mayo, we know he can shoot it. 6 threes last week against Ostend. Again, Gamble back on the block. Nice pass to the cutting Dilio. And he's going to shoot a little fadeaway for the swish. Good patience again from Bonn. Using shot clock on the last 2 possessions to get some wide open shots. And here's Jasevicius. Can't leave him open. Misses that shot. Rebound Duricic. He's looking to go all the way. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Some very, very smart defense there from Kaladi, who just waited for the big man Duricic to basically plow into him. So that's already I believe the second foul on Duricic now. Obviously, he got that reach in. Let's take a look at Dilio's little fadeaway shot. So 2 fouls for Duricic in the early going, following that phenomenal behind the back pass with the opening basket. There's Kaladi. Takes his time, pulls up for 2, and he connects with the first basket for Zielona Gora. Coming from number 22, Kaladi. Here's Mayo, orchestrating the offense. And an illegal screen going to be called on Julian Gamble. So an offensive foul. Possession's going to go back to Zielona. We'll take a look here at the shot from Kaladi. Kaladi now has it. Shuffles his feet a little bit, in and out dribble, almost lost it. And the ball goes inside. And the move is converted to 2 points there for Herkanyuk. Nice little lefty off the glass. Gamble, will he go right back at him? Seems like it. Crab dribbles, little pump fake. And good help side defense, and Bartolo able to make a nice little move around the defender. You see the coach there on the sidelines showing them how to move his feet. Coach Krunic was a stopper in his day. And Bartolo clearly listening. You see the ball pressure as he chases the shooter, but Nonetheless, Kozarek able to knock down the three off the dribble. Gamble kicks it out, Dilio, and there's going to be a reaching foul there on Kaladi. Just the first team foul for Zielona. So first personal foul, obviously, for Kaladi as well. Stoppage and play here while the referee goes to the scores table, takes a look at the replay. Then they're going to check whether or not it's a three-point shot on that outside shot from Kozarek a couple possessions ago. We'll see here. So close. They called it a 2, I believe, on the floor, and they're going to give him 3 points. So an extra point there for Zielona. I saw it all the way, folks. I knew it was going to be a 3. So that's going to bring the score to 8-7. Dilio, nice crossover. Kind of fumbled it. Jurisic. Now Mayo, shot clock under 3. He's got to pull it up. The long shot is off the front rim. Rebound to Jasvicis. Oh, nice little bounce pass, but it's just behind his teammate. And now Mokros in the corner, and he hits the open 3. Oh, they're going to give him 2 points again. So that time definitely on the line as Mokros gives Zielona the first lead of the night. Oh, almost a steal there from Kaladi's second foul, though. See, kind of felt he got all ball. Carlos Portolo a little bit careless with the ball as we have our first substitution. See Zubcic check in. As well as number 7, Klein, Konstantin Klein. So number 6, Zubcic, the big man, and Klein, the backup point guard, both into the game, as well as Zamovsky. Here is Klein now with his first touch. And Mayo catch and shoot 3. Again, can't hit it. Bartolo gets the offensive rebound and then throws it away to Mokros. And here comes Zielona in transition. Jasvicis for 3. Off the back rim this time. Klein with the rebound. Looking to push the tempo. Bonn hasn't scored the last few possessions. Double high screen. Gamble rolls, hits the pop, little high-low. Gamble now has a one-on-one on the block. Spins over the left shoulder and can't hit the jump hook. Rebound goes over to Herkanyuk. Mokros looking to go off the dribble. Nice little reach in, and it leads to a steal for Klein. Bonn kicks it out, and it's going to be a little block / reaching foul there from Kozarek. And Malcolm Hill, number 15, going to check into the game for Bolas Portolo. So you're substituting defense for offense is the hope for Krunik, the coach. And we're also seeing for the first time number 0, Florence, for Zielona. So James Florence, another guard, checking in. It's Klein, catch and shoot 3, again off the front rim. And he gets his offensive rebound. There we go. Just under 10 to go in the shot clock, so they're going to have to go fast here. Mayo looks to turn the corner, gets it to the lane. Tough shot. So he started 0 for 3. And now it's Zielona in transition. Oh, nice pass inside to Mokros. The nice no-look feed. Some good action in transition from the Polish team. Here's Hill, who is a scorer. Good screen from Zubcic. And Mayo able to sidestep into the lane. Klein fumbles it again. It's going to be another shot clock violation, but never mind that. Three-pointer for Zubcic. So that's definitely a boost off the bench. Way to make your introduction to the game. The big man showing you the range. Meanwhile, coming back, it's Dragicevic. So Dragicevic averages 16 points per game. That's just his second shot. As you take a look at the buzzer-beating three from Zubcic. Klein thought he had turned it over, but then gets the assist instead. Fans love that one. So a couple more substitutions as Maciek comes into the game. There, number 8. You see him putting the ball pressure in the backcourt. Hill and Mayo looking to connect. Mayo gets to the lane again, kicks it out. Can Zubcic make it 2? Not that time. And the rebound goes over to Dragicevic. Oh, the nice move from the big man. Showing you a little versatility, Dragicevic. Finesse. Definitely a big body, but that was a phenomenal move. Now Zubcic, turn around. Oh, some solid defense. No foul called on Moore. Armani Moore also in the game for Zielona. So both teams going to their bench early in the first quarter. And Klein's going to pick up a foul, just put a little bit too much pressure on James Florence there. So 5 players off the bench in the game for Zielona Gora. Meanwhile, the final starter, which was Josh Mayo, just checked out. And Dilio is going to be back in for him. So 9 players playing so far for Bonn, 10 for Zielona. And a catch and shoot from Maciek, that's short as well. So both teams a little cold from the outside so far. You see Malcolm Hill now. So in and out crossover, stop, pop. He can't finish. But the rebound, and nope, put back doesn't fall that time for Brunick. Skip pass over. Oh, it's another catch and shoot 3, in and out. That time from Samowski. So Dilio finds it inside. Brunick, he can't finish. No foul called on either position. Wow. So a lot of action happening down there. You saw the help side defense trying to take a charge. So he slid in there. He was actually in the semicircle, so that should have been a foul. And then the strip, and Brunick kind of just threw it out of bounds. So no foul, no free throws, no points for Bonn on that possession. And they put it in the press, and Zielona easily breaks it, but James Florence can't finish the left-hand layup. So up and down we go with Malcolm Hill. Passes on the open 3. They'll use up a little bit more clock. Oh, nice little Euro step from Dilio, but then he can't make it. So both teams have gone very, very cold these last 5 minutes. See the field goals, 5 for 17 for Bonn. Yeah, they're only down 2. And nice little pass, but it's going to be a foul on the ground, which means it's going to be 2 free throws. A very smart pass there from Florence, who kind of just floated it over to defense. And he's going to get a chance for 2 free throws since they're in the bonus. See the kind of a unorthodox stance from James Florence. As for kids watching at home, you want to have your feet usually a little bit closer together. But he makes the second free throw, so never mind what I just said. And And now it's going to be Dilio for the buzzer. He can't hit it. And just so you know, Florence does shoot 74% from the free throw line, so his stance does work for him. At the end of first quarter, it is Stelmet Zielona Gora 14, Telekom Baskets Bonn 11. A low-scoring affair, to say the least, between the two bottom teams in Group D, but make sure you stick around. A lot more action to go. We'll take a look at some of the stats. Both teams kind of struggling from three, just combining 2 for 12. And those were the first free throws, actually. So it's been a very up and down game. No timeouts were called in that first quarter. Not too many free throws, obviously. It's just unfortunate that they haven't been able to knock down their shots, or else we'd be in for a lot of excitement. I mean, that was our first play of the game, a behind-the-back pass from Duricic. Highlight. Those are two big men, two inside players running the fast break. Saw the good hustle there from Mayo as well. Save the turnover, which ends up in Bolas Bartolo's hands. Layup. And that was initially a perfect start for Telekom Baskets Bonn. But then after that, they went cold, ending the quarter 5 for 18, just 27%. Elsewhere in Group D, we have a final result as Ches Nimberg gets a big win over the Greek team Aris. So Aris now is going to move to 4 and 5. Ches Nimberg going to be 6 and 3. So a chance for Ches Nimberg to kind of claim first place here after game day 9. The team from the Czech Republic again, but here, Polish team now looking at their highlights. You see their leading scorer, Dragicevic, with that little put in there. So second quarter, ready to get underway. And Florence is going to initiate the first possession. He's joined out there by Armani Moore, Macek, Dragicevic, and Zamoski. Oh, kicks it over to Macek for 3. Corner shot, no good, but good hustle from Moore. And Florence, nice little scoop layup. He misses another layup, so Florence has gotten to the rim a couple of times, but just couldn't convert the layups. Here's Zubcic. Just kind of throws it up there. Felt the contact, no foul called. And the ball went out of bounds, I believe, off Zubcic's foot. So Zielona Gora will have the possession still. And a foul on the perimeter on Malcolm Hill, trying to slide his feet. Knock the player over. So a lot of Polish players naturally on this team. A lot of them in the game at the moment. And a near turnover, which stays with Moore, and he just kind of breaks the shot. It's not a pretty possession that time. And there's going to be a foul on Dragicevic. See, Klein was in transition and looked probably a little bit worse than it was. Dragicevic from Montenegro, the big man. Dilio looking for somebody to inbound it to, so Moore deflects it. Moore joins Florence as one of the 2 Americans on this team. Here's Hill. Brunick, Klein. Klein pulls up now. He airballs it. So definitely some cold shooting going on in this game. As both teams struggling to score, but it's been some really good defense as well so far. No easy shots, nothing uncontested. And that's what happens when you're kind of struggling as a team. You know your defense is going to get you out of those holes. Here's Florence now, takes the bump and almost got the and one off the high glass. But he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. So 2 free throws again coming for James Florence. The man with the wide stance who holds his own at all times. Free throw is good. And second one as well, so he's right around his percentage. 75% here tonight. Josh Mayo's going to check back in. Oh, nice little poke away there from Florence. So they've already been able to use up 11 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Dilio, the high screen from Brunick. Kicks it over to Zubcic, catch and shoot 3 off the back iron. And the rebound ends up in the hands of Zamoski. Kaladi also back into the game. And the shot is good that time. Dragicevic showing you a couple different parts of his game. Here comes Josh Mayo. Down 7 at home in the first half against a team that they can get a win against. See the shot again there from Dragicevic. So TJ Dilio, number 11, looking to inbound, gets it back. And Josh Mayo, can he create something? Finds Dilio, catch and shoot 3, and it's good that time. Finally a big shot there for Bonn, as Mayo connects with TJ Dilio for his second field goal. Oh, nice move inside, and he's really heating up now. Dragicevic with another lay-in. So he's now got 6 points. And Malcolm Hill stop and pulls up. Got a foul. Late whistle from the referee, but 2 free throws coming up from Malcolm Hill. So they're going to call the foul on, I believe, Armani Moore on the contest. So Malcolm Hill get a chance for his first points of the night as Moore picks up his first foul. First free throw is good from Hill. Again, Hill averages about 14 points a game on 50% from 3 after a torrid start to the Basketball Champions League this season, where he came in averaging 28 points a game in his first 2 games. Here's Moore, finds Florence. Good defense from Mayo. And Moore still able to get to the rim, but can't finish again. It's a number of missed layups now for Zielona. Here's Dilio. He had room for the 3, passed on it. Malcolm Hill, he won't pass on it, but his shot is short. Here comes Kaladi now. And Florence going to reorganize the offense. And they look to get it inside. Brunick read it perfectly. Nice crossover from Hill. 3-on-1. Zucic with the dunk. Perfectly executed fast break. That time from Bonn. Malcolm Hill leads the way, just dumps it off to the big Croatian. Really ran the floor well. We'll get a chance to look at that replay after the timeout. Zielona trying to stop the momentum after a couple baskets here now for Bonn in the last couple minutes. You can see the field goal percentage. Bonn still just 29%. Zielona Gora 42. But they turned the ball over a little bit more, and Bonn is 2 of 10 from 3. Neither team has been that dangerous from the outside. You take a look at the turnovers, which have led to some easier opportunities.
First offense, along the movement play, fist one, just watch. It's not play for him, you understand? Hello, but defense aggressivity, red.
That's the important stat right there, the points off the turnovers. So Stelmet unable to convert turnovers to points. Meanwhile, 3 baskets, easy baskets, have come over for Bonn thanks to their defense. You see the dump off pass there from Hill. Zucic with a strong throw down. And Florence tried to stop the ball. Hill drew the defense, found the open man more, just didn't want to be in that poster. So under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. The score is 18-20, still in favor of the Polish team. James Florence, who comes off the bench, has played the majority of the point guard minutes. And he finds his favorite target again. And the layup at that time is good from Dragicevic. He's been doing a great job inside, especially moving without the ball. Dragicevic is now 4 of 5 in the game as they get another turnover. Oh, the split from Florence leaves his feet, and this time he makes the layup. And that's going to be a timeout right back from Bonn. So good response out of the huddle. They definitely listened to their coach and were able to get 4 straight points to push the lead back out to 6. So Coach Krunic not liking what he saw there. Wanted to rehuddle.
Josh open first, video open one side with 2 good screens.
See, take a look at the leaders there so far. Brunick already 6 rebounds off the bench.
And after that, Josh, good screen, Josh read the game. Here, look at for the pass, look at inside. Hello. Better pick and roll, D, we have a problem with 0. 0, listen out, yo. Hello. 0, idemo good blue.
Meanwhile, for Zielona, Dragicevic, of course, 8 points, averages 16 for the season in the BCL. We haven't called on Jasevic's name too much. He's been on the bench for a little while. So take a look again at Florence, making things happen. Able to use a high ball screen from Dragicevic. First time he pick and rolled, that time he split the double team and got all the way to the basket himself. And then another move on the pick and roll. So Dragicevic using his wide body to create space on those screens. And Bonn has to do a better job of defending, obviously, the ball screen. Here's Mayo. Can look to heat up a little bit. Running a play for him. It's a crackback 3, and he knocks it in. Perfectly executed. The defender got caught off that down screen. Mayo looked like he was going to come around and just popped right back out. And Hill, oh, they read that, but they're going to call a foul. Malcolm Hill, great anticipation in the passing lane. But there is going to be a foul call, the 3rd team foul on Bonn in the second quarter. Malcolm Hill's 2nd personal foul as well. He seemed to get his hand there, but I'm sure he got a lot of the arm as well. Here's Kaladi, the handoff to Jasevicius. Korsarek, actually, never mind. Some good ball movement this possession. And Mayo with a good defense all over Korsarek. And Mayo stops, pops three. Kind of a heat check. He just hit one, but wanted another. Oh, Korsarek, nice bounce pass to Kaladi. And he's got to hit that wide open. Good transition three. And Julian Gamble finds the cutter, Bartolo, who bullies his way to a shot but can't hit. So Zielona will kind of slow it down a little bit. The high pick and roll has worked. Mokros, yep, that's going to be a charge, as Carlos Bartolo showing you why he's such a good defender. Doesn't just get steals, able to draw a charge on the help side defense that time. Got himself to the right position and took the contact, as Mokros really had nowhere to go. So here's Mayo down three. Looking for the cross screen. Duricic pops out to the three. Handoff with Mayo. And shot clock's going to get down. They got to throw it up. It's going to be Mayo. And he gets it right as the shot clock expires. So fortunate offense that time. You see the great ball pressure from Bartolo, just harassing Korsarek at half court. Let's see if the Polish point guard can get some space. Instead, it's going to be a three-pointer. Woo! Catch and shoot three. Big shot that time from Zamoski. No hesitation. And Mayo right back with TJ Dilio for three, and he gets it right back. So back and forth we go. Both teams finally able to knock down some outside shots. And it opens up the floor just that much more. Dilio with 8 points to lead the way for Bonn. And another near steal. But they're going to call a foul on Carlos Bartolo. So yeah, the ball went off the court. So both teams are going to be in bonus the last 2.5 minutes of the first half. We haven't had too many free throws. Here's Zamoski now. Korsarek, you see so much pick and roll in this team's offense. And Zamoski, same spot, same result. Back-to-back threes for Zamoski, showing you his range. He's another one of their shooters, comes in at 6 points per game on 3 threes per game. So just those two alone gets him to his average. Now Gamble looks to go to work on the block. Left foot hook is good. And they're going to call a foul inside off the ball. You saw the push there from Duricic fighting for rebounding position. But Gamble happy to get his first field goal. Sorry, second field goal. So when Gamble put the shot up, there was a push off, which technically is a loose ball foul, which counts as a defensive foul. Therefore, Zielona Gora will get 2 free throws since they're in the bonus. The first free throw is no good that time for Mokros. But Yaroslav Mokros able to get the second one and extend the lead just to 3 points now, as we see him put way too much pressure on the denial. And that's going to be 2 free throws for Carlos Bartolo. So Zamoski trying to put the press on. Meanwhile, Bolas Bartolo will get 2 free throws. He comes in averaging just under 7 points per game, 73% from the free throw line. So you expect him to go potentially 2 for 2 here. Bolas Bartolo, the Cuban, also averages 5.3 rebounds as he gets the first free throw and 1.3 steals. One of those guys that does a little bit of everything for this team. And he hits both free throws indeed, and you see him right away ready to put the ball pressure in the backcourt on Kozarek. So they bring in James Florence, 2-point guard front now for Zielona. And Mokros catch and shoot 3, no good. And the ball finds its way to Mayo. TJ Dilio 3, no good either. Gamble able to collect the offensive rebound. Looking to go one-on-one. A lot of green jerseys ready to help out. And Gamble airballs the jump hook, but the possession will stay down with Bonn. Oh, nice fake handoff from Gamble. Looks to attack. And off the high glass, Julian Gamble showing you a little bit of his skill set. See TJ Dilio, who is a strong guard, trying to put the backcourt pressure on Florence. And here's Jasevicius, kind of a leaning 3. Ends up in Zubcic's hands, who throws it over to Bartolo. He runs the lane. Oh, good deflection. Kozarek, that would have been a dunk for Bolas Bartolo if he didn't get his hands on it. So Bonn was able to get the lead. They have a 1-point lead. It's going to be timeout on the floor now. Bonn calls a timeout. They've been able to regain the advantage at home. So far, Zielona shooting 60% from 2, 42% for Bonn. Both teams kind of struggling from the 3-point arc. You see the rebounding situation. Bonn already with 6 offensive rebounds. They don't necessarily have a size advantage, but definitely have the athletic advantage. As you see the field goal percentage differential. Bonn yet to miss a free throw. Both teams just combining for 10 free throws overall. Dilio leads the way with 8 points. You see Bartolo has been a spark of energy. You see his defense as a coach. Very instructional, and that is how you play defense. No hand check called, but he's done a great job harassing the point guard, Kozarek, who comes in at 8 points per game. Florence, his backup, is at 11 points per game. James Florence, despite coming off the bench. So last minute of the half. You see a zone defense now from Zielona Gora. Oh, nice spin move from Mayo. And Gamble with the putback dunk. Good offense from Bonn, able to break through the zone. And Gamble, perfect timing on the putback slam. So last possession now for Zielona as Gamble pushes this total out to 8 points. So the ball ends up in Kozarek's hands. And James Florence now has his shot clock down to 1, throws it up, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. And he wanted the foul call. You see it, claimed that there was a hand on his arm. Coach Gronek, see what his feelings look like. So 2.5 seconds left. Dilio to Bartolo, who's wide open actually. Oh, block from Gora, second, and Dilio can't hit the last second shot. So very, very interesting couple of last plays here. But at the half, it's going to be a 3-point lead for Telekom Baskets Bonn over the visitors from Poland, Stelmet Zielona Gora, 34-31. We'll leave you with a couple of stats. Don't forget the highlights, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. But it's been a very, very close first half of action. Even statistically, Zielona does have the advantage inside the arc. 3 more points coming for Bonn. The rebounding advantage we talked about goes to Bonn as well. And they got those steals that led to some easy points and dunks. But just still 5 turnovers for each team. So it hasn't been as sloppy as the first couple of minutes kind of had indicated. But Dilio doing the job for Bonn, and Brunik inside with the rebounds. Dragicevic for the Polish team with 8 points, even though we didn't hear his name much in that second quarter. But Dilio and Gamble really coming alive in that second quarter, doing a lot of his damage obviously around the rim. That highlight putback dunk got the crowd going. But we'll leave you with a few highlights and see you right after the break.
Julian Gambit. Julian Gambit. Julian Gambit. Julian Gambit. Julian Gambit.
Der Fanclub der Telekom Baskets Bonn. Jetzt anmelden, jetzt mitmachen.
We are moments away from the second half here, back at the Telekom Dome in Bonn, Germany. Group D action of the 2017-2018 Basketball Champions League season. So far, we've had a very, very close game as Telekom Baskets Bonn have a 3-point lead over the visitors from Poland, Stelmet Zielona Gora, 34-31. We see the Bonn players getting warmed up for the second half. It's been a low-scoring game, low-scoring affair. The first quarter ended with Zielona with a 14-11 advantage. But then Bonn able to score 23 points in that second quarter, so we'll see if they can keep up that pace the rest of the way. Julian Gamble with 8 points leads the way alongside TJ Dilio for Bonn. Meanwhile, for Zielona Gora, it's Dragicevic. He has 8 points. Zamoski, those 2 threes, he has 6. And they got a couple other guys with 5, but they're going to need a couple more scoring punches and contributions from different guys in the second half. So Zielona Gora shot 12 for 28 overall. It was about 43%. And Bonn was 13 to 36, 36%. So we talked about the Polish team had the advantage in the shooting the entire first half. And they had the same number of turnovers, but it's just the timing of those baskets. They've gone, it's been a game of runs. We all know basketball is a game of runs. Teams are going to be hot, teams are going to be cold. But if you're cold while the other team is hot, that can put you in some serious trouble. So Zubcic is actually going to start the second half. Likely for, I believe it's probably going to be for, Jurisic. Who, even though he has 10 points, 7 rebounds per game, he got a couple baskets here. He's also picked up a couple fouls. So he'll be in the starting lineup. Malcolm Hill will go back to the bench. No other changes in the starting lineup for Bonn as the third quarter is live and underway. Bonn with the first possession and the 3-point lead. Oh, the dunk. What a first play from Julian Gamble. So clearly kicks off the third quarter with the same kind of energy that he finished the second with. Julian Gamble not really showing that much emotion after that play, but that was a ferocious attack on the rim. Maybe he's not too excited about heading to the free throw line. He's only 30% shooter. He's had some tough games. But he hits the 3-point play. Sorry, he converts the 3-point play that time. And it's now a 6-point lead for Bonn. Julian Gamble, the first player in double digits on either team. His average is 12 points per game. So not too far off that. Oh, they're going to call a double dribble on Kaladi, who kind of fumbled the ball. And the referee caught it. So we'll see if Bonn can get yet another basket off a turnover. Dilio, the high screen from Zubcic. Gamble sends another screen with his back that time. And the ball finds its way to Gamble. 1 second on the shot clock. He's not. Oh, they're going to call a foul right before the shot clock expires. So 2 more free throws to come from Gamble. And And we've seen that multiple times in this game where the shot clock gets down to 2 or 1, and Bonn doesn't really seem like they're going to force a shot. And they've either been able to hit it, or this time they get fouled. And Gamble hits another free throw. So he's 100% so far. Obviously the hairstyle unique to say the least. And he's 3 of 3. These fans must love that. He's had a couple of games where he started 0 for 8 at the free throw line, so very happy to see him able to connect. So very good start here for Bonn in the third quarter. There's Zamoski looking for room, looking to get it inside. Instead, he drives and takes the bump. They're going to call the foul on the ground. And Gamble's going to get called for the reach-in. Coach Krunic shouting out some instructions for this defense. Kaladi hit that first shot of the night, then hasn't done anything since. Kozadek, shot clock's down again. The help from Gamble, and should be a shot clock violation. The ball did not hit the rim, and Bonn did not collect possession. You see the confusion there from Coach Krunic. But I think the possession will end up with Zielona. And the shot clock at 14. Jasevicius checks in to the game again for Kaladi. There's Kozarek. Oh, the steal. Good steal from Zubcic. Mayo dumps it off to Gamble, who rolls up for the dunk but can't finish. Some good defense there from Jasevicius, sorry. Now the ball finds a way inside out. Three-point shot. Zamoski, he can't finish, but the foul as Herkaniuk threw down Paulos Bartolo. It's going to be a loose ball foul on the big man. So that was kind of a up and down possession. You see here Gamble, who went up for the two-hand slam, took off from just a little bit too far and missed it. Let's go see that on the blooper reel. There's Dilio. High screen with Gamble. Kicks it back. Zubcic catch and shoot three. He knocked one down in the first half. Can't hit that one. Here's Kostarek. He hits a three. Yep, he does. So he's able to bring the lead back down to 5 and stops the run. First basket of the second half for Zielona Gora. The second three for Kostarek. Oh, nice move from Gamble. He just lays it up and in. Patient footwork. Fundamental move there from Gamble. He's got 15 points now. One of his best games of the BCL so far this year. Here's Jasevicius. And a long three from way out there, Zamoski. His third three of the night. No hesitation whatsoever from Zamoski. But there's going to be a foul down here on Mokros as Zubcic try to get open. We see again that three-point shot. That's beyond NBA range. A lot of players like the straight-on center. And it's going to be a third foul there from Mokros, as I believe that's Armani Moore going to check in, number 4. Should also point out that Jordan Parks and Ron Curry not suiting up here tonight for Telekom Baskets Bonn. Parks not even on the roster at the moment. So here's Dilio. Oh, they're going to call a, oh, the dunk will not count. Bartolo stepped out of bounds as he made his move towards the basket. He likes to work that baseline. Got to have that spatial awareness on the court. He's putting, again, that backcourt pressure, moving his feet. Oh, nice finish again. Once again, the leading scorer, Dragicevic. He's now in double figures as well. Catch and shoot, Mayo three, it's good. Another three-point shot for Josh Mayo. You cannot give him any room. He brings his tally up to 8 points, his second three of the night. 2 of 5 for Mayo. Zamoski looks to get it right back, and he airballs it that time. And Mayo collects the rebound and avoids the travel. So Bonn definitely been playing a much better game since the first quarter. Mayo, ooh, little crossover, gets into the lane, bricks it. Gamble works on the save, can't get it. The ball ends up with Dragicevic. Oh, nice pass inside, and the reverse layup is good. Great two-man action there between Kozarek and Dragicevic. The help side, non-existent that time at the rim. Gamble, tough kind of catch and shot. And another stop for Zielona, who's now looking to attack and has a chance to either tie the game or at least cut into the deficit. And it's Dragicevic who does just that. It's going to be potential timeout maybe coming here from Bonn, as it's another run to bring this game back down to a one-point game. So all the momentum back to the Polish team. Oh, nice pass from Dilio, and one for Paulos Bartolo. Great off-the-ball cut from the Cuban, working that baseline yet again. You see the nice off the dribble pass from Dilio with the left hand. Very nice pass, very Teodosic-like. So here comes Jurisic now. Checks into the game, as well as James Florence. And Zielona also in the bonus, well, sorry, on the wrong side of the bonus, committing 5 fouls in the first 5 minutes. So the N1 opportunity for Paulos Bartolo. And he misses the free throw. And Bartolo can't finish, but Gamble tips it in with the left hand. So a 4-point possession that time for Bonn. Should be 48-43. We'll update that just in a moment. Shot clock down now for Florence, who has to get down to the lane, turns it over. Klein with the steal. Mayo now has it. They've got numbers. And Klein pulls it back out. But Mayo will still pull up the three. Can't hit it. Oh, nice. Good transition. But James Florence can't hit the open shot. Possession's going to stay down here with Zielona. So Kozarek pushing the tempo. We have a couple of substitutions. Dragicevic leads the way with 14 points, checks out of the game. And again, that scoreboard should say 48-43 for Bonn. Going to the high screen. Kozarek baseline drive and runner, can't hit it. Rebound over to Jurisic, the masked man. So Mayo content to just use up some clock here on this possession, organizing his team. Pick and pop. Jurisic can't catch it, and then Moore gets the steal. Some great hustle, but he rushed it. And there's going to be a shot clock violation, which is interesting because it seemed like Stelmet had the ball for just a little bit, but not enough time to change over the possession in terms of the shot clock. So it is a turnover on Bonn. And Matt Check will check into the game, number 8 there for Stelmet Zielona Gora. There's Florence looking to get the ball inside. And the patient move, but can't finish. That was Herkaniuk. And Gamble looks to go right back at him now. Quick move and lays it up and in. Julian Gamble's on fire these last 20 minutes or so. He's got 19 points. Difference maker. Oh, the foul going to be on Malcolm Hill. He's kind of struggled, just 2 points in the free throw line so far for Hill. See again, Gamble. Can't let him get to that. His left hand. So dominant with his left hand. There's going to be an offensive foul on Gisevicius as he was trying to get open, pushed off with the arm. So Malcolm Hill commits the foul and then draws a foul. Oh, nice little poke away from Matchek, but they're going to call the foul on it. So that should be free throws again from Malcolm Hill. Kind of a silly foul from Matchek, as Hill had his back to the basket. You can see he's a little bit frustrated at himself. You never want that to be the first mark you make coming into the game off the bench. So Bonn has been able to respond to the run from Zielona and now pushes the lead back out to 9. So up and down so far in this third quarter for both sides. And here comes Florence, nice cut. Matchek with the layup. Good backdoor feed there from Florence to Matchek. Klein sets the screen from Jurisic. They want to get the ball to Hill in the block. That baseline looks open, but he goes away from the baseline and commits the offensive foul with the shoulder. You see the surprise on his face. Going for that turnaround fadeaway. It just created a little bit too much room with the shoulder, and he's going to come out of the game with his 4th foul. So big moment in the game there. Malcolm Hill, as you see the little man with the headphones enjoying the basketball action. Ooh, Florence dancing with them a little bit. And Mayo, good defense, stays with them. Gamble trying to reach for the steal. Herkaniuk takes his time. And can't hit it. The long rebound goes out to Klein. And he pulls up for 3 in transition. Long shot, long miss. And Florence able to tip it to himself. And now he gets all the way to the basket. He can't finish. More hustles. And then finally we're going to settle down a little bit for this possession, as neither team can convert transition opportunities. And Florence is now going to step into a 3. Gets fouled on the 3-point shot by Gamble. Not a smart play from Gamble as he contests this shot, but then knocked over the shooter. So the 3rd foul on Gamble, and then 3 free throws to come here from James Florence. in the last minute of the third quarter as well. So 3 huge free throws. Hits the first. I'm not going to comment on the shooting stance. I've already made my observation. If it works, it's all that matters. It's the first 2. You got to respect the fact that Florence comes off the bench for this team and then kind of takes over the point guard duties. And he goes 3 of 3 on the trip, so brings the deficit back down to 4. You see some kind of 1-2-1-1 press here. You see they drop back into a zone for the final possession. They're nearly back court, but they switch back to a man. Shot clock down, a little single-double action. Looking for Klein. Nice pass to Brunick, who went up strong and got fouled. You see Brunick, the big man, looked like he went up to explode and throw it down. Kind of fell hard as well. So Herkaniuk picks up his 3rd foul. Obviously 2 free throws to come now for Brunick, who did have 6 rebounds in his first couple of minutes of action. Hasn't scored yet. And he changes it on that shot now. So gets himself in the scoring column. It's the first point of the night. And he makes the second one as well. So Brunick comes in at averaging 5.5 points per game, is an 87% free throw shooter. Again, does a little bit of the dirty work for this Bonn team. And now Florence takes another 3, can't hit it. And the rebound ends up in Mayo's hands, and there's going to be another loose ball foul. So Mayo rewarded for his hustle. Herkaniuk kind of penalized for his as he commits the foul with 3 seconds to go, literally 90 feet away from the basket. Obviously, Mayo did a good job of selling the foul. And he'll get the chance now for 2 more free throws. First free throw is good for Mayo. He's only 3 of 10 from the field, but he does have those 2 kind of timely threes. So both free throws are good for Mayo. Here comes Florence now. Oh, look to cross over. Klein gets it, but the shot will not count. So the end of the third quarter, Bonn, with, again, a strong performance in these 10 minutes, able to push out the lead to 8. 56 for Bonn, 48 for Stelmet Zielona Gora. 10 minutes to go in this game. The fourth quarter should be thrilling, as Bonn has gone from 11 to 23 to 22 points in their quarters. Take a look at the stats. Zielona Gora kind of still floating about 50% from 2, but now Bonn able to get to the free throw line much more in that quarter and also hit those free throws. So they did a great job defensively, only allowing 17 points for Zielona. And they took a 3-point lead at halftime and extended it to 8. Definitely need to mention Julian Gamble, who has 19 points and 5 rebounds, as well as the block. 8 of 12 in the field for Gamble. So he's done a great job to kind of use his strength. You see that drive and dunk that time, and hit the free throw as well. They've been able to punish Zielona Gora at the rim. Gora hasn't even gotten a block yet. But they can count on Zamoski's outside shot. Hit a couple threes. They're going to need more of that in this fourth quarter if they have any chance of winning this game. All right, fourth quarter underway now. Zielona Gora the first possession and can't finish. And the rebound goes over to Brunick. So Bonn with the ball, the 8-point lead, the home court advantage, and a chance to end the night in 7th place in Group D. And Mayo leaves his feet. Jurisic, pump fake, drives. Oh, good block, but they're going to call a foul on the body, I believe, of Moore. You can see what he thinks about it. Says he got the ball. See the pump fake, jab step, and drive. And Moore kind of timed it perfectly, so tough call on him. First free throw is good for Jurisic. That's his first point of the night. And he airs balls a second, so Nemanja Jurisic comes in at 10.7 rebounds per. Bit of a struggle. Here comes Florence now. That check cut off by Dilio. Jasevicius, the Lithuanian, no room to shoot. Florence has to probably put it up. No, kicks it over to Jasevicius, and he can't hit the three, but the tip in, no good for the first time for Moore. Got fouled on the second put back attempt. So he'll get the chance now for 2 free throws. And Moore also scoreless so far here tonight. Kind of strong in the first free throw. Comes in at just 38% from the free throw line. Not his forte. Does average about 7 points per game. And the second one is off as well. So an empty possession that time from Zielona Gora. Dilio again looking for the high screen from Jurisic. Klein pulls up for 3. He can't hit it either. So the bench, bit of struggle so far. Florence putting the pressure, kicks it over to Maciek. They're missing a lot of open shots right now. As Bonn's left the door open for him. Nice pass inside. Oh, the block from Brunick, but it ends up right back in the hands of Dragicevic for another layup. So he gets the block and the assist on that defensive possession. Here's Mayo now. As you see the look at Dragicevic, gets 16 points. Mayo draws the foul. It's going to be hard for Maciek to guard him that far away from the basket. No look pass from Florence. Kind of a double block. The ball just kind of ends up in the right place for the Poles. Oh, Dilio floats it up and in. Nice shot from him. Florence and Armani Moore catch and shoot 3. Oh, good block, and they're going to call a travel. So Brunick was unable to box out Dragicevic, but he did get the block and leads to the up and down travel. Take a look at Dilio again, getting to the lane with a little runner. Soft touch. And Bonn with the chance to get its first double-digit lead of the night. And it's going to be another foul on the perimeter from Meček.
Third personal, tyle this one.
So here's Dilio, pull-up shot, it's good. So he's heating up now, and it's going to be a timeout on the floor from Zielona Gora as they find themselves down double digits for the first time here tonight. 61-50 in favor of Bonn.
Every side big, I want the big will be higher. We will risk three-pointer from here and from here. Just he cannot get a speed. Stick on him, and they cannot pass to roller. This must be low man from him, and this guy will stay
See
like
the foul
that.
situation?
If we need, go X. But first we have to protect the ball and roll.
Three-point shot. Hello. Listen to me now. He open, the shop and first offense. He 5 down. 5 down. Close to the basket.
See Gamble with 19 points, Brunik 8 rebounds.
Similar good pass, after that good space. You wait and attack on him. Quick one, go.
Definitely the play of the night on the first play. Drew assist to Gamble. Let's take a look at a lot of Gamble's baskets here from tonight's action. Leading scorer so far with 19 points. He'll stay on the bench for a few more moments, it seems. He's been so active, scoring in so many different ways. Julian Gamble. Here's Kozadek now. And Kaladi, who's been so quiet since scoring the opening basket, almost throws it away. Good defense this time. Paulos Bartolo not giving up any room. And oh, no good that time. But again, Dragicevic just stays in the right place at the right time. Ball goes inside the Brunik now. Faces up, in and out. Good defense from Dragicevic. Meček, who hasn't hit one, so he hesitates. They go inside to the go-to guy. Didn't really make a move. Shot clock down now. Kaladi has to put it up. Good contest from Dilio, and it's an air ball. And a turnover again towards Bonn. No foul call that time, so good steal from Kaladi. 2-on-1. Meček gets the end layup and the foul. What a potential shift in momentum as Kozadek with a nice little pass in transition, and didn't seem to be too much contact, but Meček able to convert the layup. And now, after the timeout, we'll get a chance at the three-point play. Let's listen into the huddle.
Okay, good. Hello, hello. Good box out. He's not good free throw shooter.
You see the turnovers. Bonn with just 9.
Get the ball.
Zielona Gora with 11. And the bench, though, for Zielona Gora, 39 points, just 11 for Bonn. And that's Zamoski's got 9.
This side, 5, go.
Florence obviously comes off the bench. He has 8.
Martin, good screen, go. Good spacing, attack, penetration, shot.
And Dragicevic came off the bench, so theoretically his 18 points count as bench points, but he's also their go-to scorer inside. So we took a look at some of Dragicevic's baskets here tonight. He's killed them inside and out. 9 of 12 so far for the big man. He's got 7 rebounds as well. You see just kind of sticking around the paint. Brunic went for the tap out. And it's back down to a 7-point game as Vladimir Dragicevic doing everything he can. Big man from Montenegro, 31 years old, as Macek can't finish the three-point play, and it's another rebound for Brunic. Dilio throws it. And they're going to say, yeah, inadvertent whistle. It looked like they were going to try to throw it out of bounds, but Kodasek was able to save it. So Brunic going to check out of the game. Julian Gamble reemerges. Dragicevic, they were looking for Kozarek back door. Hit him this time. Kaladi catch and shoot three, and another air ball. So he is mightily struggling right now. Kaladi originates from Eritrea, also has the Polish citizenship. Still plenty of time to go in this game. A lot of time for Zielona to get back into it. Just down 7. Need to stop. And they get just that shot clock violation. So tremendous defense from the guys in green. You see Josh Mayo urging his guys to get back in sync. Good ball pressure from Mayo. Looking to reach, might get called for a foul. He's got to be careful. See Bonn with tremendous ball pressure this possession, and it leads to a strip. Desperation shot, no good, and the rebound though, Dragicevic, Macek is inside wide open, but they don't find him. And they're going to use up a little more clock here on this possession. You see the athletes from Bonn just causing so much trouble. And that's going to be another shot clock violation, as Polas Bartolo getting an ovation from these fans, just giving Kozarek zero room to breathe or even get a shot off. He definitely plays some of the best perimeter defense we see out here in the Basketball Champions League. Can Bonn capitalize off that energy? They're content to use up clock again. See the 1-4 low set, and the lob pass from Dilio to Gamble, but they're unable to connect. And we're going to have a couple substitutions. So Dilio got by his man, got into the lane, and we'll see who try to draw the help side man, and he just kind of threw it a little bit too high and behind Gamble, as he was worried about the charge there from Dragicevic. See the good sportsmanship from the big man. Here's James Florence. Zamaski can probably catch it. That time he does though, catch and shoot. Just a little strong again. And the ball gets tipped back to Florence. Kozarek wide open, passes it up. Florence now for three. He can't hit it. So they've really gone cold, and it's going to be a transition dunk for Gamble. Great pass from Polas Bartolo. And Julian Gamble showing you why he's been the man of the day so far here tonight. Contests the shot on the one end, runs the floor hard, and gets the dunk on the other.
Let's break one. Koshi, you will take the ball. You will be here.
So we're listening into the huddle again.
Then we go. 2 up. Just watch that. Screen. Open wide. Pass the ball. Get the handoff. If it's no handoff, go down and one more time.
Zum Telekom
Bremen hin.
Das geht nach dem Spiel kostenlos vom Telekom zurück zum Bonner Hauptbahnhof.
Sprint. Stay high. Attack the peak.
Side. Play that hard, go side. Move the ball. You just play. Come on, don't stop. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
So you see the energy in the huddle for both teams. Coach Krunic, very excited coach for sure. Let's take a look again at this beautiful bounce pass from Paula Bartolo. Julian Gamble able to flush it in. That is a perfectly executed fast break. And let's see if Zielona Gora able to respond. Game time definitely winding down. Every possession so crucial down the stretch. And again, two-man action. It's going to be a nice contest from Gamble. The block. He's able to get his fingertips on the shot. And it's another stop for Bonn, a key stop. Just 6 points so far for Zielona Gora in the quarter. And just 23 in the second half. And now Mayo, the long three, and that just might be the dagger. You see the high arcing shot, swishes it in. Josh Mayo. Give him 3 threes on the night, 13 points to the captain. And it's gonna be a foul on the floor here. Third team foul on Bonn. You see Gamble, the long wingspan, able to block the shot. And on the other end, Mayo walks him down and pulls up for 3. So 2 free throws to come now for Zielona Gora. They're down 12. 4 fouls on Julian Gamble. There's still time. And you got to be able to hit those free throws, though. Florence, just his second miss at the foul line. He is struggling, just 1 of 8 so far from the field, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. And he goes empty again, so that's 4 straight free throws missed from Zielona Gora. First Armani Moore, and that time James Florence. And of course, Bonn will use up as much clock as possible in this possession. You expect the ball to be in Mayo's hands, finds Paolo Bartolo, drive, spin move, bump, and finishes at the rim. So Bonn really pouring it on now. Getting key stops and great finishes at the basket. See Mayo harassing Florence. Here's a strong drive and a nice reverse layup from Zamoski. His first basket inside the arc. So Gora choosing not to foul. They're not going to stop the clock. Each team has a foul to give. And Bartolo has to, nope, Gamble's not to put it up. And he can't hit it. Yep, smart move. You have to go fast down here. Zamoski. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Bonn, but that was a foul to give. So no bonus here yet. But the next foul will send Stelmet to the foul line. Down 12, just over a minute to go. And they're going to call a foul there. It's actually very good defense from Bartolo. Seemed to slide his feet and take away the space. So the foul's gonna be called on him. 2 free throws to come from the captain, Kozarek. First free throw is good. Second one as well. So it's down to 10, minute 15 to go. You see the press again, the 1-2-1-1. Bonn methodically gets it over. Gamble smartly doesn't force the shot. Oh, he's double crossover. Ooh, look to attack, but then Moore was there to help. Still going to be a foul call and 2 free throws to come now. So Julian Gamble is 3 of 3 so far. I probably jinxed it.
Die Auszeit wird präsentiert von Premium Drive, die deutschlandweite Nummer 1 im Chauffeur- und Limousinenservice. Viel Spaß.
And a timeout on the floor as both teams will try to figure out how they want to execute these last few seconds of the game. Good as time as ever to run through some of the stats.
You understand? They cannot go. They just can't go back in the game with the 3
As we listen to Coach Krunic
No stupid fouls. No stupid
give his
fouls,
instructions
big
again, but
fouls. Good
so far from the free throw
pressure.
line, Bonn
No foul.
14 of 16. You see the game leaders
And no
there.
3 points. Good
That's
control,
87% for a
good
team that
control.
doesn't really excel from the free throw line.
We get the ball. We are aggressive.
Both these teams coming in averaging around 75 to 76 points per game. Neither one are going to get there here tonight. Well, actually, Bonn does have a chance this last minute, for sure. Hedkaniuk fouled out.
We go full court, everything switching defense. Doesn't matter. If Gamble will get the ball, put him on the free throws line. Let's go.
You heard the instructions there. If Gamble gets the ball, they want to foul him and put him on the free throw line. And Hedkaniuk kind of pushed off with his right forearm for his 5th foul. So he's disqualified from the game. And Gamble will get 2 free throws. First one is good. So nearly perfect night from the free throw line for Julian Gamble. He's 4 of 5. We're under a minute. 11-point lead for Bonn. Florence kind of loses it. And Moore with a long 3. That's no good. Gamble rebounds. They were supposed to foul him. They didn't. And deflection that time with 38 seconds to go. Bonn with the 11-point lead. So this one's pretty much in the books. We'll see if Stelmet chooses to foul. They get it into Mayo. So they're just going to double team. A little bit monkey in the middle passing. Jurisic pump fakes 3 or 4 times and then hits the 3. The icing on the cake for his first field goal of the night for Jurisic. Picked the right time. And he gets a near steal as well. So last few moments of the 4th quarter here in Bonn, as Telekom Baskets Bonn will move into 7th place with their 3rd win here in Group D. No foul called there, and we'll see if they try to add a little something to it. Ooh, Bartolo for the windmill dunk, doesn't count. And the final buzzer goes off. And it's a 14-point victory for Bonn over Stelmet Zielona Gora, 72-58. So the home team from Germany able to take care of business. You see Malcolm Hill and Paras Bartolo laughing about that last dunk attempt. Both teams shaking hands. Great sportsmanship as always in FIBA. So these German fans will be able to go home happy. I'm sure that they requested a game like this for the holidays. A big win at home. Their 3rd win in Group D. As you see again, look at the final score, 72 for Bonn over 58 for Zielona Gora. And we'll take a look at some stats as well, some highlights as the players will unveil a banner for their fans, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, it seems. In multiple languages. And these fans are very appreciative of the gesture from the players. And that's a great thing about these FIBA clubs, you know, such strong relationships with the hometown fans across Europe. And that's really great to see. You see the players enjoy it as well. And obviously we wish you guys all a Merry Christmas as well and a happy holiday, no matter where you are in the world watching this live basketball on Basketball Champions League. The action will resume in a couple of weeks. There obviously are some more games going on at the moment, and obviously a lot of games tomorrow as well. So more game day 9 action come then. Telekom Baskets Bonn, they'll be back in early January, on January 9th, Tuesday, January 9th. They will head to Czech Republic to play Chess Nymburk. Meanwhile, this Polish side will return home and welcome the leaders of Group D at the moment, Besiktas Sampo Japan. If you take a look at the stats, the game stats, the free throw line, a big difference. Rebounding advantage goes to Bonn, as well as those steals. They will put a lot of pressure on Zielona Gora with their length and their athleticism. Even though both teams had 12 turnovers, Bonn was able to get a lot more easy opportunities. The game leaders, Gamble 22 points, Brunik 8 rebounds, Dragicevic with 18 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double in a losing effort. Josh Mayo, a couple steals, Julian Gamble, a couple of blocks. And you see the top scorers for both teams as well. Zamoski hit those 3 threes, but it wasn't enough. And Dilio with some timely buckets for Bonn. So once again, thank you, basketball fans, for tuning in. We'll leave you with a set of highlights. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for more Game Day 9 action, and we'll see you as well in early 2010 for Game Day 10. The updated stats at the moment. So Bonn climbs into 7th place, tied with Sidigas Avellino, but of course, remember, every loss counts as a point as well. So Avellino will be in either 6th, 5th, or 4th after their game tomorrow, as they play Nanterre. So Group D sees Nymburk still kind of chasing Besiktas at the top of the group. Czech champions, undefeated in the Czech League as well. But tonight, it's Bonn's night. Julian Gamble with a big game, 21 points. And we leave you with the highlights, and we'll catch you soon. Have a great rest of 2017, and we'll see you back in 2018.
Vamos con las 4.